Hi, this is Miss Serratis. In this video, we are going to look at Acme Productions. So first, make sure you go to Google Classroom and open the file, and make sure you are opening it up in Google Sheets. So let's start. Direction number 1 is to open it. Direction number 2 is to change the column width of column A. So we actually saw how to do this in a previous video, but just a reminder, I'm going to right-click on column A, and I'm going to go to Resize Column. It's telling me to make it size 100 pixels. So I click on 100, hit OK, and that takes care of that one. Now we also want to do the same thing for columns B, C, D, E, F, and G. So I'm just going to select them all at the same time, right click, go all the way down to my resize, and this one I'm going to change to size 80 and click OK. So we've just done direction number 2. Number 3 is to apply some formatting to cell A1 and A2. So actually, both of them are going to be Cambria. So I'm just going to select them both, make them Cambria, and they both are going to be blue. So I'm just going to come over here and change it to the blue color. However, A1 is going to be size 18, and A2 is going to be size 14. So I just combined the directions and did both at the same time. Direction number 4 is to select B4 through G4, not the word expense, only the months. And what you want to do is align them right. If you notice, all the numbers are on the right side, but the months are on the left, because when you're working with spreadsheets, it is the default that when you're typing, all letters, any words always go to the left side, and the numbers go to the right side. So to kind of fix it, I'm going to change the alignment. So for you, your button is off to the side. For me, I'm working on a laptop, so I have to hit the More button. Click here, and you want the one that says right. And look what happens. It lined up on the right side with the numbers. Direction number 5 wants you to select the entire row and just bold it. So I just went ahead and did that. Number 6 and number 7 are things that you have done before. So we're just going to go ahead and apply the currency style to the numbers in row 5 just by hitting the $sign, decrease decimal twice. And then all the other numbers, I'm just going to go ahead and select them. Remember to get the comma. You want to go to the 1, 2, 3. You could use number because that has the comma. I always go with financial because it has to do with money. And decrease decimal twice. So we just did direction number 6 and number 7. Moving on to number 8, we need to insert a row, and the row has to go in between rent and telephone. So basically right here. So what I'm going to do is right click on the word rent, and I want to insert one below. And look at that. I am between rent and telephone. And after you insert the row, you want to type in the word electric. And then there's a bunch of numbers that you need to type. So you're going to go ahead and type those numbers. Now, if I'm going too fast, like I always say, pause the video, go do what I've done, and then come back. So this might be a good time for you to pause and do the work. I'm going to finish. So hopefully you are caught up and you have gone through direction number 9. Number 10 is to delete a row. Direction number 10 is actually delete row 10, which is the promotions. So we've talked about inserting, but we really haven't talked about deleting. So the way you want to delete it is, it's easiest if you click on the row header. And then when you do that, so because my font is so big, let me make this a little smaller. I'm making my screen just a little small so you can see. When you right click on it, you'll see delete row. I couldn't see it earlier because I had the thing magnified, so it's difficult to show you. So delete row, it is now deleted. I'm going to do Control plus to make it big again. Now we are almost done. We have here a bunch of numbers, and just having these numbers, they're good, but a way to make them more meaningful is to actually add the information up, because somebody probably wants to know, what are my total expenses? This is about expenses. These are how much these people pay for rent and electricity and telephone for each of the months, but they want to know what's my total. So what we want to do is something called the auto sum. And the way that you do the auto sum, there's 2 different ways, but I'll show you one way, is you want to go all the way to the right until you find this funny looking E. It is the functions button. You click on it, and you go to the word sum, and then you select what you want to add. I want to add this entire column. So I select it. It automatically populates the formula. Equal sum, the range B5 through B10. Hit enter, and it's got my total as 11,125, which is correct. The other way that you can see if that number is correct is if I select it and then go look at this bottom right corner, it does tell you the total. And you have other options here as well. You can look at average, the minimum number, maximum number, and count is how many numbers are you adding. So there's some good information on the side. So another way to add this is to first select the numbers and then go and hit sum. But the problem is it doesn't always put it in the right place. We wanted to put it below. So let me try it one more time to see if I get lucky. It did. So it automatically populated it, and I hit enter, and again, I could test to see if I'm right, and 11,500 is what that total is. Now I've got to add up this entire column, but the quick and easy way to do it is by this button called the fill handle. There's a tiny square on the right. Drag it over, and look at that. If I do a control tilde, hard to see because of column width, but I will notice that the equal sum formula, just by looking at the top left corner, equal sum formula is populated. So control tilde, again, the tilde, by the way, is to the left of the 1. One last thing, because I've added all of these numbers, I need to signify that the bottom line is a total. And the way that you do that, same as in math class, when you're adding a bunch of numbers, you put the numbers, you do a line, and then you do the total. So I need to underline it. I could just do Control U to underline it, or I can go under Format and click on Underline. And this is what your final file should look like. So once you have it all set, upload it. I'm going to warn you that I will be checking to make sure that you actually put a formula in row 11 and didn't just type the numbers. So good luck, have fun with this, and have a great day.